Aloha! Tell you what, this is gonna be a quick video. I'm missing one of the strings up top. One of my other students broke it, and I don't have another quick set to flip it out really quick. So it's gonna be a quick video. What we talked about was being able to use this G major in its second fingering. When we have a second fingering like this, it allows us to do a flat 3 to a natural 3, which gives us that bluegrassy kind of feeling to this. So what we're going to do is talk about G major, C major, and then below it having the bass line and then putting a finger up top for that F note with these to get a F major. The other places to play an F major you can find on this fretboard by actually asserting, C major, C sharp, D, E sharp or E flat, E, and then F. So if we can find C, and we can play with a different fingering, we assuredly can find C sharp, and then we can find D. So one of the cool exercises that I've just come up with is to do something like a G with the first finger, G's with the second fingers, G with the third set of fingers, and then scoot up to a G sharp. Now try the G minor. Now the C. When you do these over and over again, you get used to those finger movements and then where a C sharp is. By playing just the C sharp and knowing that it's quite like a C, it's not too hard to play the D, or the D sharp, or the E. And then once you play the F up here a couple times with the F here, and then the F right here, what happens is you start just using these in your normal practices. So let's say we had a song that had G to F. So I'm playing the same types of G's in the same place, same types of F's right here. Now I'm gonna change up and play a G right here and play an F right here. F major inversion with the C on the bottom, and then F major with the A on the bottom. So 2 inversions in one package. You could even throw this one, up top, which has a C in there, or heck, you could even throw one that just has the F in those. I would urge you to play the chords that you know and then find some inversions. If you've already got an incredible chord finder book, I would say looking up songs and chords that have like G major, G7. The next chord I would suggest to layer on to all the chords that's just new is try playing 6 chords and 9 chords. They're not too terribly different than majors. They just have a 6, which is the minor 6, and then the 9th gives it a very suspended type of feeling, like it's hanging above the chord. Again, use these different exercises to do a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2. Do it in that fashion, keeping that right hand going. That'll help with a lot of rhythm. Remember when we're doing down, 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 those are quarter notes. As soon as we do down, up, that changes it to an 8th note. So even though you have 8th note, 8th note, 8th note, 8th note, it's actually considered quarter, 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 quarter. If I had, I would be having 8th note, 8th note, 8th note, 8th note, and quality-wise, 8th note, 8th note, 8th note, 8th note is the same as quarter, 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 quarter. It's just easier to say 8th note than it is quarter for me. So doing this, you can practice scales. I would suggest doing this and just walking your fingers up in the same motion. While looking at them, you think whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Doing that, we get a major mood out of all these. let's try and work on the chords of G major, knowing a bunch of inversions, G major, G major, G major, or having your chords moving up like this. Or we could talk about C major, we could talk about F major, we could talk about all these different ones. Let's stick with majors right now, and next week when we get together, let's use the majors that we know and then talk about their relative minors, and let's write a song together. We're going to use that same format and being able to write things out, so when you write it down, you will be able to go back and realize, oh, I wrote this, I could read this again. It helps with studying, it helps with practice, and when you put it on a piece of paper in your mind's eye, you actually start seeing the chords on your fingers as well. I really enjoyed seeing you, as always. I cannot wait to see you next week. Hello.